I am the Nepali Pied Piper. I take your kids to the Himalayas and I change their bloody attitude. Holy fuck. That's Everest right there. Holy fuck. That's Everest right there. I can only see the peak right now. That's Ama Dablam. Shit, man. Never encountered the mountains so close by. So close by. Even though they're covered in clouds, I'm still going crazy. So Chhitiz, having black coffee, looking at Mount Everest this way. It's behind the clouds right now, but we'll see it again. Absolutely. But as soon as we turned around this little bend right here, Chhitiz got a glimpse of Everest and Ama Dablam at the same time. And Lhotse's slight glimpse. So, 7 days of walking, getting up here, close to 4,000 meters now, probably 3,800 meters right now, and your first glimpse of Everest. Your thoughts?
Never been so excited. Shit. As soon as I turned this way, I knew it was Everest. Before you told me, I knew it was Everest. Oh shit. And Ama Dablam. It wasn't. The sight of Ama Dablam was really beautiful.
You still only have seen 30% of total Ama Dablam. When you see it in its whole entirety,
holy fuck.
It's a holy fuck mountain. There is one called Matterhorn in Europe, and this is this is close to the. It's a close second or a competitor. I say it's more beautiful. It's more feminine.
Yes.
Its name is Ama Dablam. It's very, very feminine. And she stands tall, a beautiful lady.
But never encountered mountains so close right now, and I'm mesmerized. The mystical vibes, the clouds swaying over the mountains.
So
it's absolutely beautiful, even though they're covered in.
How does it affect you mentally?
Maybe I'm at peace, not the peace.
Not maybe, absolute.
Not absolute peace.
But
I feel more quiet in my mind, and no thoughts coming to my mind except for the mountains. That's all. Nothing much.
And that's me. If you're wondering why I'm in a hat, Indiana Jones hat, I left my hat in Lukla. I'll pick it up on my way back. But right now, like we said, we are at 3,800 meters. We got a little glimpse of Everest, and I want to talk about altitude. When you start hitting about 3,800 meters, close to 4,000 meters, this is my 10th trek. I've always felt a certain change in the air. You can distinctly find when you're trying to go up. You're panting for more air and you're taking more pauses, and it's obvious. And it's a sign that you're getting to a point where the oxygen level is 60% of what it would be in Kathmandu, and you can feel it. And along with the afternoon winds and dry circumstances, you might also feel dehydrated. So it's very important to drink a lot of water. Either may it be in a form of tea, or I enjoy the ginger tea that people serve around this part of the world, and you can also go for normal water. And a technique that I use is sort of like what Wim Hof, Dutch guy that's been, you can Google his name, Wim Hof, teaches, is sort of like using a panting style of breathing that allows you to continue with your pace without losing your breath. Throwing out a lot of air and taking in a lot of air and taking pauses and just going slowly and not letting your heart rate get out of control. Once that heart rate gets out of control, you go into this sort of panic, hyperventilation sort of a mode where some people can't come back from it. And that's where if you continue to move forward, then your lungs starts accumulating more liquid. Those sort of things start happening. You have to keep yourself out of the elements, which is the wind. The terrain is very brutal, it's very dry, and it's very the tree line has ended now, so the oxygen level is cutting down for the same reason, which is the tree line is down to shrubs now, and you'll only find small patches of it along the way. So if you're coming up, get good advice, learn from your elders, your experienced trekkers, watch videos like ours, and learn that when you're coming up, the best way to come up is go slow, go very, very slow. And like we did, we started from Paplu. I don't recommend that to everybody if there is a time constraint, but if it is somebody like us, which is if it's somebody that is a local, we don't have to go crazy over getting a flight to Lukla, and we can explore Lower Solukhumbu as well, enjoy the hospitality there, take our time coming up, and it gives you a good pace.
And maybe also for first timers like me.
Yeah, like Chhitiz is a first timer, so it gives you a good pace, an experience, a build up, a right momentum towards going to the second phase of this trek, which is absolutely the roof of the world. So don't take it lightly, get good advice, read a lot of blogs, watch vlogs. That way you know what to expect when you come up here. And if you're a local Nepali watching this, then I suggest that you do, because it also brings in the economy into the mountains. And let's say for some reason 2020 is not as successful, we can also encourage the local tourists to add to that number, so that at least through local tourism also it's supported, the project is aided. So I think we'll put some tags in our video as well for the upcoming travel year for Nepal, which is 2020. I encourage all my friends that live abroad, take some time out of your busy work. Don't chase the fucking dollar all the time. Come up and see Mount Everest. Don't give bluff to people out there saying, hey, I'm from the country of Mount Everest. I've seen it twice, motherfuckers. What the fuck are you guys doing? So this is a shout out with my cowboy hat to all the guys in Texas. Show up. At least Suman did. He cramped his leg and went back. Come back, Suman, and we'll do it together again. I don't mind doing it for the third time. And all you other guys out there that keeps telling the world that you're from the land of Mount Everest. Have you seen Mount Everest? If you haven't, then you gotta come check it out and make 2020 the year that you do it. That's me from on top of whatever hill this is, signing off. Bye-bye. Now I will enjoy my apple pie looking at Mount Everest.
Right now I'm at a grass field above Namche Bazar, and I guess the place's name is Sangbose, which is about a few hundred meters above Namche Bazar, probably a 45 minutes climb from Namche Bazar. Well, I just meditated for a while, and I don't seem to get right words to describe the feeling I've been getting so far in this trek. I've been meditating every day with Aashish and sometimes without Aashish, like just now, and I just guess I'm more alert. I've been seeing minute details in the ground, in the sky, of course the ridges all over, and the swing of wind, the rhythm, the branches sway over and across. While the training session goes on for me to raise my entrepreneurial spirit, it is also enhancing my spiritual quest, I guess. The day we left Kathmandu, I've been feeling a sensation that something's gonna happen, something's gonna come. And while I'm out here meditating with Aashish Dai and in the room, and yesterday while Aashish Dai conducted a guided meditation, I felt something, and I'll share that with Aashish Dai when the time comes. And I'm not quite aware of I'm not quite sure what was the feeling all about, and I don't know, I don't seem to get right words right now to describe the feeling I've been getting. But this is different from the city life. Actually, the minute details I've been observing on the ground, the ants, the small insects, the flowers, the color of the leaves, everything is vibrant. And even the rhythm of the wind through the branches and trunks.
You're alive.
I guess I'm alive.
You're feeling very alive.
And the amount of thoughts that come into my mind while I was in city, there is no comparison between the amount of thoughts I've been getting right now. It's way less. In fact, while I was sitting right there under the bushes, it was empty, it was void, and I just felt like that I need to vlog this because the feeling might fade away when I get down to Namche Bazar. So I needed to do this. I don't know if the words or the monologue I just did makes any sense, but this is what it is. This is the truth I've been feeling right now, and I guess this is real.
I am the Nepali Pied Piper. I bring people to the Himalayas and change their perspective on life. Here's one guy that's getting that transformation. I think probably has had a decent amount of impact today. It's been a week also, so it's a good milestone as well for Chhitiz. He walked the lower Solu ridge very well with a lot of load in his back, and we conducted an exercise a little while ago. I call that the burning off exercise, and what Chhitiz did is he burned off some of the things that hold him down and hold him back from being who he is. He's a talented person, and it is now but gone in ashes and Himalayan winds. That is why I am the bloody Nepali Pied Piper. Let's go. Lack of oxygen has caused Chhitiz to hallucinate slightly. I've been telling him this is where I waited for him when he went back to get the binoculars, but he keeps arguing that it's the other place. So I told him the don't teach your father wala Makadum dialogue. So was I right or was I right? Now we go right. So don't teach. See this? We had a fun day in Namche. There is absolutely no unnecessary information here, which is the only information we're taking in is our surrounding, nature, maybe signs from our body telling us if we are hungry or tired, that sort of thing. Besides that, is there any information that we're taking in? No. So information deprivation is critical for self-development. That is absolutely Mero Paisa. If you have to be able to see how your mind works, then you have to deprive it from information. Signing off. Heading to Namche. Aashish Adhikari, Mero Paisa. We had met a pothead from India named Dhruv, and this fucker was walking just like us from Paplu. Whenever we meet him, he keeps telling us, "Hey guys, I'm looking for people to smoke weed with me. Come smoke weed with me." But he keeps bloody disappearing after that. So now we go to Namche. We find out if Dhruv from India has rolled up a joint. And not just Indians, but all the potheads love the Himalayas. That's Mero Paisa. And potheads are good people, you know, they just chill. They fucking stare at the mountain and they're just like drooling. What wrong could they do? You know, they just chill out people. And chill out people don't bother other people. They just chill out. Some become talkative and irritating, but as long as they're in the mountains, we can hear it. So let them be. It's a free country. I just saw a video title this morning on YouTube when I turned internet after a week. I saw this Khatiora guy, some journalist I hear, talk about how he thinks we should be legalized. What I think is it has economic impact. It definitely does when it comes to tourism. I've been to Amsterdam, I've seen what it can do. And if we can create certain hubs in Nepal where that is absolutely tolerated and free and controlled, it could mean a lot of tax dollars to the government and income for the low-level people. And I adhere to that fact, or I attest to that fact because of economic reasons. I truly believe that in Nepal we have some of the best strains of marijuana, and people would love to come here, enjoy the mountains, and enjoy the gift of Shiva a little bit. What's wrong with that? If it's gonna give Nepal more income, we already bloody hell depend on foreign money and foreign aid. Why not be productive and be smart about it? I heard a couple of our MPs raise this topic in the parliament, so I hope that debate doesn't die off. I hope by 2025 I can smoke a joint and not worry about a policeman coming and knocking on my door. And people keep asking me, I also asked in my Insta story whether if it's a drug or not. If you consider marijuana a drug, so is coffee, sugar, any substance that altered your state of being. Even coffee does. Why isn't coffee banned? Because it's got a lot of money around it, baby. That's why. If we can tie up ways, people will look at it differently too. And it's about behavior. Whether you're addictive prone, either it be to food or whatever it may be, cigarettes, alcohol. If you're addictive, you're addictive. That's it. Addicted, rather. When people talk about being addicted, people are addicted to fucking shopping. And that's the truth. I said it in Namche. And I've seen more lives be destroyed with cigarettes and alcohol than any of the substances that I talked about. And we've got close to where fucking Dhruv stays. So let's find out if he's around. Was it here? Or further down? Where the fuck is Dhruv? The weed man from Hyderabad. Dhruv the weed man from Hyderabad. We just made you famous. And guess what? We found Mr. Dhruv. Let's go meet him. Yeah, I've been vlogging about you as well. I said I have to go and chill with Dhruv. And this is Dhruv. Tell us a little bit about you.
Nothing, that's me.
Dhruv is Dhruv.
Yeah.
Our friend from friend.
Dhruv in the mountains. Heel to heel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks. How are you finding it so far?
Yeah. Made it good. And many more to see, I think.
Yeah. Still got a week till we get to our destination. So where are you heading?
EBC and
Kalapata?
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
We'll see you more often.
Yeah.
Where do you intend to be right now? Where do you plan to be? Just
you,
chilling?
with you.
Yeah? Let me go
Yeah.
just dump our bags.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
we'll be back. We'll flip my clothes.
I thought I would lost you again. So
No,
I'm
no.
roaming here. I saw I could see you.
Oh yeah?
Okay.
I'll come and see you in a minute.
Yeah.
Around here. See you. So I asked Dhruv how old he thinks I am, and he said I'm 28. He just made my day, dude. And
happy as fuck.
And these two young boys think I'm 28. Yeah, I'm balling, man. We'll go dump our bags. We'll come back.
How old is he? 37.
37, my friend.
Whoa. Almost.
I'm very young at heart. And I like to stay that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
You're blessed with that, I think.
yeah. I'm blessed with that, man. And we'll come and chill.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll go put my bags down, flip my clothes, see if they're dried. And then we'll come and chill with Dhruv. See you. The Buddha temple, right? Okay. So we'll find out if my clothes are dried or not. I'd be a very happy man if I found my clothes really dried up. Here we've arrived to our wonderful lodge. And Chhitiz, take over the camera work. Boys and girls, it's very important when you wash your clothes, which I never do in Kathmandu. You need to flip it so that it gets ample air and it's dried off. It smells good when you're wearing it.
Asda is already in the zone of vlogging today.
I know.
He's in a quite jolly mood today.
I am normally, but my self-doubt is what keeps me from
Being who you are.
being that way, non-stop. But if I was to gain more confidence in this,
Is it
I
be-
can get better than this.
Is it because of the city life?
I think so. I hate fucking city life. I don't like it. It's very intruding all the time. It doesn't let you, or impacts you in a certain way. I only get like an hour or 2 hours in a day to
Sort the fuck off and relax.
P. So here I get to be that for an extended period of time. So that's the difference you see. Anyways, where is my clothes? They have dried, especially the ones. And when you get clothes, try to come to mountains. It's best to get this kind of material because it's gonna dry up really quickly. I don't support any brand, but bring this kind of shit. The yogi place where the
Sadhgurus.
Sadhguru built.
Okay.
I'm a devotee of Shiva,
Okay.
so I want to see that statue
Okay.
and maybe stay in the mountains for a few days. Sadhguru talks about hiking these mountains.
yeah.
The same like the Himalayas.
Yeah.
Yep.
Probably even older than the Himalayas.
Yeah.
Those mountains. So I want to go, maybe have a couple of days.
Where is the place?
This is
It's in Tamil Nadu, but don't
yeah,
know.
it's in Tamil Nadu.
Tamil Nadu. Okay.
Yeah.
North or south?
I think dude, Tamil Nadu and Karnataka join.
Yeah. Okay. I think it's some
North,
this
probably.
kind.
Oh yes. I think at the border of Karnataka and Tamil Nadu.
Because,
Oh, they are older than Himalaya.
I think so.
No.
And a lot of saints came out from South India too.
Okay. Yeah.
And here also in Nepal, there's a lot of Buddhist saints.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of Hindus also. Vedvyas. Mahabharata was
Yep.
written right in the India-Nepal border
Yep.
by Vedvyas. The ashram is still there. So, you know,
Oh.
And Valmiki too.
Valmiki,
Yep.
that's what I meant. Yeah. I think towards our 12th, Hrithik Roshan was the big guy.
Big guy.
Yeah, the girls
Kaun hai
were,
pyare?
like, big. I remember going and watching this and girls screaming in theaters. There was even a riot because of him in Nepal.
Yep. I remember the ad. I was a little
But
kid.
if I had to choose one movie star that I look up to in India, Madhuri Dixit. Man.
This
She's
is
the best. She's the best. Dance, just a real movie star. Acting, all her movies were hits. I was a big fan. Right now, who's the it at your?
Sorry?
Who's the big star?
Big star,
girl?
okay.
Deepika.
Deepika, Katrina, not Katrina.
Alia maybe.
No.
Deepika and Priyanka.
Deepika, yeah.
Priyanka is big. Priyanka has gone global.
Yeah, she's
she's
gone
big.
global.
Yeah, she's in Impact. She was in Impact Theory. You know that podcast?
Really?
Impact Theory, yeah. Or
Quant-
London Real. Sorry.
Quantico serial.
Yeah. She's worked with the best in the world, and that's very good.
Even married the other man.
Yeah, I don't know how long that's gonna last.
Tomorrow we are heading out to Tenboche maybe, and further up in the trail there will be no bazaars, no shops, so I'm going out into the bazaar again to get some snacks for us on our way. I'll probably get some cheese maybe. Cheese is the main objective of the bazaar hunt, and maybe something more like a trail mix. So let's go and hunt for cheese in Namche Bazar.